I love this place. Seriously, I love this place. Gave me my first shot at coaching at the P4 level, and so, I feel like there's unfinished business. You got a lot of guys that are hungry and things like that, and I do believe in what we're building. I believe in Coach Golish and some of the things that he's done so far. I think is going to be big time for us in developing leaders and holding everybody accountable. So I'm excited about it.
How excited were you when the news came out about Dallas being able to play again?
That's big, man. That was big because we're a talented group, very unproven, right? A lot of young guys that are going to be really, really good. And so, which is different than what we were, really the past 2 seasons. We've had some older guys now being younger. So having Dallas come back gives you that veteran presence. A guy who has done it in the SEC and played, at a pretty high level, last year. And so he knows our system, he knows our defense. And so, super excited about having him back. And it's going to be a big one for him.
Cody Sigler, you guys go and get him. I mean, he busted his tail at West Alabama and had some really great numbers at Arkansas State this past year. What do you really like about him?
He's a dog, man. He's a dog. Will not be broken when the competition stuff. There's no excuse. He's taking double reps. Taking someone else's reps and things like that, not making any excuse about it, still winning. So he's a dog. He's going to bring competitiveness to our room. That I think will be big and what is needed. Cody is going to be a big part of what we accomplished this year.
Vontrell, you have guys like Malik and Jordan,
yep.
Darion just coming back for a year or two.
Yeah.
In today's college football, how big is that for you as a coach to get an opportunity to coach some guys for a second year in a row? Yeah,
just some continue like being able to coach the same things you've been coaching, and not only doing that, but watching them get better. We just did some drills the other day, and it's so funny because they're like, "Coach, is this what we looked like last year?" I'm like, "Yeah." So, but no, I mean those guys. I mean, sticking it out and being a part of something that's bigger than themselves. And then, like I said, they're all. You got to remember, they're all young. They were freshmen last year. And so watching them also take the leadership role has been something that's been pretty cool, right? So a blessing to have those guys and to come back and excited to build off of, what's been done.
And then just following up on that, what is kind of your expectation for them on the field? I know they played a lot as true freshmen.
Yeah. Well, let's continue to get better, right? Continue to take the necessary steps to improve your game, and I think they will. They'll answer the challenge, they'll answer the bell. Because of how hard they work and the love that they got for each other ultimately. So that's the expectation. I expect for them to continue to get better and continue to improve and make a bigger difference for our defense this year.
We've heard a lot about just kind of the connections and the familiarity amongst this coaching staff, but I know you and AG had a prior relationship. I know you talked about it a little bit, but just how far back does that go?
It goes. He was my area recruiter when I was coming out of high school, and this was back in 2012. And so he ended up going to University of Illinois with Coach Banks. He was my DC. And so just that part, having people that you know and family around. That's essentially what it feels like. I was damn near in tears when I knew Coach Banks was coming back. So. It's awesome being around people that you know, and for them also to see how much I've grown since then, right? So that part is pretty cool.
So still going to work with Coach Durkin, being here and having that new staff, but you guys are the guys who carried over.
Yeah, that's probably been good too, because like I said, we know each other, right? We know our strengths and weaknesses and how to play off of them. And when you've been with someone for a while, for him, he has a certain level of confidence and faith in me when making certain decisions. And same thing with him, we are all on the same page, and And so it's been good. It's been really good.
Yeah. He's a DC. Coach Banks has been a DC in
Right.
this league. Hustler's been a DC in this
Right.
league. What's it like, being in a room with that much experience? A lot of you guys have done this for a while here in the SEC.
For me, I'm extremely blessed. Extremely blessed to be around the wealth of knowledge. Seriously, I don't take that for granted. I think those guys are they have been DCs. They will be DCs again, if not head coaches. And so right now, I'm trying to soak up all the knowledge I can from them. And stay humble and hey, let's listen. Like let's like they've been doing this for a while, so like let's see what they got going. And so far it's been really, really good.
Vontrell, what did it mean to you when Coach Golich took over and Coach Durkin kind of went to bat for you and was like, this is the guy we got to keep on staff, got to retain him moving into next season? I guess just what did that mean to you to have made that impact here at Auburn so far?
Well, it means a lot, right? You always, as a young coach, coming up in this deal, especially in a situation where, how I got promoted, my resume didn't say Auburn defensive line coach. It didn't. And so, shoot, even when he first came in, like, he could have went and hired any defensive line coach that he wanted because Jeremy had just left. And for myself to get promoted and now having him fight for me to stay here, a part of the staff, I think that's a big, big deal. It also makes me even hungrier to not let him down. And so, like where you have your motivations and the external motivations, that's definitely one. Like he went to bat for me and I can't make him look crazy. I got to continue to get better, right, as a coach and continue to recruit good athletes and develop them.
When you're recruiting, what do you look for in a defensive lineman?
Yeah, I think there's a combination of things, but there's like a certain amount of trade. Like, of course, you want size, right? Like, you're in the SEC, you gotta have some big dudes, you gotta have some big boys. You want guys that can pass rush, but like, really, the biggest thing, besides of intangibles or things like that, like I need to see if you got that dog in you. Like if you're gonna run down the field, if you're gonna like play with some nastiness to you, like that's what I want to see. All the other things, I feel like I can help develop and coach, right? Like, do you got that dog in you? Do you have that pop about you, like that difference maker in your mind that like I will not be beaten? And so that's like the biggest thing. That's the biggest thing for me.
How nice is it for you knowing, look, you don't have to start from scratch. You've recruited a lot of these guys in this 22nd class. Kind of got a head start a little bit there compared to some of these other guys on staff trying to maybe catch up a little bit.
Yeah, that's always a good thing about staying at a place and all those things, and those relationships won't go anywhere. I think it's big, and so we just got to continue to do a good job and land some of them boys.
Do you feel like that helps you recruit, telling guys hey, I've been here 4 years, and I'm gonna be here?
Well, that's the big thing, right? Because of course, kids ask, how much longer you plan on being at Auburn? As long as Auburn will have you, right? That's just the truth about it. So, yeah, it definitely does. And it also helps when they see, all right, well, Coach Vontrell is taking care of other guys in the state, in the area, and those guys have gotten better, and they stayed, right? Like, they're still here. So I think that part helps, too.
Vontrell, what did you guys see out of Buddy Mathis in the portal that made him somebody you guys wanted?
Well, you remember, we recruited Buddy out of high school. Didn't win him over, didn't get him at that time. But the thing I saw from Buddy, right, like his stature, like I said, you want size usually, right? He don't check that box in length. He doesn't. But like I just said, like he had that dog about him, right? Like I'm watching him go against South Carolina and chasing down Lenora Sellers, which is impressive for a freshman to do. And so the future is bright. Of course, we got to keep them all here, but the future is bright. And so I'm excited about all those young guys that we have. But Buddy was one that you saw him play, not only play, but play well in the SEC environment, right? Despite his size, right? Despite anything else, like he played his butt off. So super excited about Buddy too.
You were talking about Jordan and Malik getting them back on the team this year. Since you know their skill set, since you know them so well, having recruited them and getting them on campus, what are a couple things with them that you're looking for them to kind of take a step with in year two?
Yeah, the leadership, right? Like last year they were just coming in trying to figure things out and all that stuff, and taking the right challenge. And I've challenged them on it. Like, hey, like guys, get up here and get some extra work in, right? Not only yourself, get the group in and get some extra work in, whether it's watching film or anything like that. So the leadership part and the technique will continually get better, right? Like I tell them, right, it's not about getting a whole bunch of reps. It's about getting perfect reps and creating great muscle memory for yourself. And so that part will continue to get better because they're intentional about their work. But the leadership part is what I want to continue to challenge them on. Is what I expect.
You may have been asked this already, but I mean, you and Coach Durkin, like the only guys to stay through the coaching change. I guess what was that process like for you, and why did you want to stay, and what with this new stuff?
Yeah, well, the first thing is myself and Coach Durkin, we've done well, right, here at Auburn. I feel like we've laid a foundation of our defense we're gonna stop the run and we're gonna hit the quarterback, right? And so there's a familiarity there between us two. The next part was, right, I knew Coach Golis. He recruited me out of high school, and so having the chance to work on his staff after not only being recruited by him and playing for him my freshman and sophomore year, I thought that was something that I couldn't pass up. And the last part for me is I love Auburn. Auburn gave me my first shot at being a P4 position coach, and so myself, my wife, like my family, we come down and we love it, and so like those are really the points, man. It was big for me to stay.
What do you remember about when you played as a player playing for Coach Golis, about him back then, and I guess what do you see in him now compared to?
He was so he was young, so he was very young at the time, and I say young. He's old now, but no, he was very young at the time, and like he was like very energetic, but like super chill and laid back the same way that he is now, but meant business, right? Like I mean, it was straightforward, and so like that part is what I've seen. Watching him like run a team meeting now is probably the biggest thing that I'm like, wow, like this is pretty cool. Because while he spoke, right, but he was a young guy on the staff at the time, and so just kind of watching that and kind of seeing how he's developed, right, as far as like teaching leadership skills and all those different things, that's been pretty cool.